Hey guys, Chris here with How to Tesla. So today I thought I'd make a video on 3 reasons to buy and 3 reasons not to buy a Tesla. So obviously sitting in one here, I made the decision to purchase one. I thought it was the right choice for me. However, that doesn't mean it's going to be the right choice for everybody. Like with everything out there, you're going to have pros and you're going to have cons. So I thought I'd just go over a few of the main ones. And the 3 I'll touch on are going to focus on money, popularity, and time. So as far as the 3 reasons not to buy a Tesla, first with the money, it's a big upfront cost. Teslas are not inexpensive vehicles by any stretch of the imagination. A lot of people aren't going to be able to afford one. Even used ones are not cheap at all. In fact, before I bought this, I believe the most I had ever spent on a car was like $10,000. I try to be as frugal as I can be. And the upfront cost is pretty astronomical for most people. As far as the popularity goes, if you don't like people approaching you and talking to you, you're probably not going to want to get a Tesla. I find all the time when I'm out driving, I have people stopping me all the time and asking me about it or talking to me about it, complimenting me on it. You get a lot of people who just randomly approach you. And if you're somebody who really feels uncomfortable or doesn't like those situations, a Tesla might not be a great purchase for you. And then third would be the time. If you frequently take long road trips, you're going to have to add a little extra time for the charging. So when you stop at the superchargers, it's not like a gas station where you're in and out in 3 minutes. Depending on how much you have to charge, typically, at least for me, I find I'm there usually 20 to 35, maybe 40 minutes, depending on the speed of the chargers and how much of a charge I need to get to where I'm going or get back home. So if you take a lot of long trips, you're going to have to add time on for each of those trips. I knew that going in, and that's probably the biggest pain in the butt I find as far as owning a Tesla. So with that, 3 reasons to buy a Tesla revolving around money, popularity, and time. Money-wise, if you keep it long enough, you're going to spend less money on a Tesla than most traditional cars out there. So factoring in how much you're going to save on gas, especially if you drive a lot, and then also maintenance on the vehicle. So there's no tune-ups, there's no oil changes, really other than tires, window washing fluid, and your wipers. There's really not much out there. The brakes last significantly longer than on a traditional car. In fact, they recommend you just get it inspected at 100,000 miles to see if you need to change your brakes or not. Most of the braking in a Tesla is done via the motor. So you actually aren't going to be physically using your brakes very often at all. So as far as, holding on to it long enough, it'll literally pay for itself. You'll save more money than almost any traditional vehicle out there. Popularity wise, just like the where I put it in the negative, if you enjoy those types of things, it's a positive. Personally, I enjoy it when somebody comes up and gives me a compliment on the car or asks me questions or they're curious. And it happens all the time. Every week I have, at least 1 or 2 people stopping and asking, just all kinds of random questions, whatever it is that's on their mind, or if they're thinking about it or they don't know much about it. It's kind of neat. You get to teach people a little something about a company that you enjoy, owning their products. And it's kind of neat. You don't really make friends. I mean, I guess you could, but more like an acquaintance or, just, I don't know. It's just kind of a neat little interaction that you get with people. And then as far as the time goes, even though on the long road trips, you're going to add time, if you're not taking long road trips frequently, you're actually saving time because you don't have to go to the gas station. You plug it in when you get home. When you wake up, you got a full charge. You're good to go. You go about your day. You don't have to stop and fill up unless you just want a snack. You never have to visit a gas station again. So I find that these are 3 fairly decent reasons to buy and not to buy a Tesla, coming from the perspective of somebody who owns a Tesla. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next one. Thanks.